Hello YouTube world, thanks for checking in the Khaliis take. Now, today's take will be talking about which NBA team will have the best second half of the season. And before we get into the video, please like, subscribe, also leave any comments in the comment section. Please hit the notification bell as well so you can get the newest content first. And please check out my prior videos of this one. I think you'll like the content, and I'll leave any messages, comments in those videos also. Now let's just jump right into the video. Personally, I think the teams that will have the best impact, I'll say, on the second half of the season is just going to be pretty much predominantly the main teams. I do think there's one team in particular that I really think that might surprise some people, but for the most part, it should be the same teams, pretty much the Nets, of course, depending on health with them. I'm really interested to see how they turn out as a team in regards to how they play, and just getting more camaraderie with each other and everything. They only played like maybe 10 games together as a team, so you have to consider that, and you have to look at just the fact that, without that chemistry, still things can go wrong in the playoffs, even though I still think they're going to make the most noise in the playoffs. That's just my opinion. But at the same time, I definitely look for them to be good. I suspect that the Sixers can sustain what they've been doing this whole time. I suspect that they can. I wouldn't think it'd be any differences there with them either. Also, of course, Lakers, Clippers, I see both of those teams actually just, playing the way they were. I think one surprise team that I think is really going to have a strong second half of the season is going to be the Portland Trailblazers. I feel like the Portland Trailblazers are ascending, as we see, and they don't even have all their pieces yet. McCollum and Nurkic. They're missing a couple pieces, but I still think they'll be really. I think they'll have a really strong second half of the season. I still think the Phoenix Suns will too. I think they're only going to get better, and I still think Utah is going to have a pretty decent second half of the season. I do think they might slow down some, because I feel like some teams might have caught on to their strategy and how they play and stuff like that. But I still think they'll be more than a good team than in the Western Conference. So I do want to shout out those teams there. So I'll say this: as far as my Western pick to be like a good second half team of the season would be the Portland Trailblazers. In the East, I would probably go with the Celtics, because I think the Celtics also might be one of those teams that can ascend, at the right time. So I think that's going to be really huge for them and what they can do and what they can provide, in the Eastern Conference as being a contender, because I feel like the Celtics have been one of those teams the last couple seasons that some people might have actually picked to go to the finals, but because they came up short and they didn't do it, we have to just kind of wait and see exactly how it pans out with them, and what they, how they put it all together. Now, whether they need a trade or not, I personally think they do, but we'll see how that goes as far as like what trades they make and how more of a better team they become if they do make a trade. If the trade really fits. I said before, personally, I thought they should have kept Terry Rozier. I think by now they would have already made to a finals if they had Terry Rozier, but that's just my opinion. So we'll see exactly how that goes there. As far as the Portland Trailblazers, like I said, I think they'll be an ascending team people need to watch out for, because for the fact that Damian Lillard's missing his second best player on that team. Well, that says a lot, the fact that he's still holding it down, even though, he's missing his second best player, and he's got those players playing at a pretty significant high level. So, you definitely want to take things like that into account, what's been going on and what's happening. So I really got to give Damian Lillard a lot of credit, man, because I didn't see, Portland being this good, especially without the likes of, CJ McCollum and, all the players that they have that, that really helps them, really helps them be a really good team, what I'm saying? And, Damian Lillard has held it down, beyond, so with that being said, man, I have to really give him credit for what he's done. And, Hey, I think those teams right there really will ascend and play at their best, coming going forward here when the second half of the season starts, which is today. So we'll see exactly how it all goes and how it pans out. But I definitely, of course, watch out for the Clippers, Lakers. Of course, I think they're definitely going to pick it up from where they have been, because they know what time it is. They know it's crunch time, and like I said, keep an eye on Portland and Phoenix. Also in the Eastern Conference, keep an eye on the Sixers and the Celtics. Of course, I think Miami might make a little run in there too. So definitely, I think those teams are ready to go. I think those teams should have a strong second half of the season, and going into the playoffs, we'll see who's actually the better team at the end. So, hey, with that being said, that's my take on it. Leave your comments, anything in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and hey, join the Cali community. So, but hey, until next time.